Professor Jansen says a report quoting him as saying he wished former President Mandela would die was taken out of context, and consumers might get a reprieve from high fuel prices next month. Ambusisiwa Khadebe with the latest news update. Free State University Rector Professor Jonathan Jansen says a report quoting him as saying he wished former President Nelson Mandela would die was taken out of context. Jansen says what he meant was that Madiba was being hounded by the media and others and should be allowed to die in peace. Jansen gave a talk at a leadership summit for learners over the weekend and noted the important role that Madiba had played in securing peace in South Africa.
Madiba has done so much for our country. He has served South Africa well, and that sometimes you just wish that people would leave him alone so that he can pass his final days with dignity and quietly. I was concerned, as I said in my talk, about the constant speculation in the media about Madiba, about his health. And I said, wouldn't you also like Mandela to die and spend his final days in peace?
The health department says they've put measures in place to try and reduce the problems with HIV medication, but that there may still be issues because of the size of the program. Health Minister Aaron Motsoaledi has made the comments while officially launching the single-dose antiretroviral medication in Gauteng. Motsoaledi says they are ready to provide the 1 pill a day to all 180,000 patients from today.
Our ability to provide drugs without interruption, we have decided that we are going to have what we call monthly supplier meetings so that we discuss and forecast demand for the 3 months to come. You are aware, ladies and gentlemen, that in the supply chain management of drugs, our weakest link in the country is the depot system. Most of the complaints about shortage of drugs, it's not about the suppliers mostly or the budget, it's the depot system. That's why we took a decision that we'll have to face it out.
The ANC in Parliament has strongly condemned the violent attack on its MP and former Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sue van der Merwe. Van der Merwe was allegedly attacked by intruders at her house at Rondebosch in Cape Town over the weekend. And lastly, consumers might get a reprieve from high fuel prices next month. The combination of the decline in the oil price and the strengthening of the rand against the dollar in the past few days point to the likelihood of the petrol price coming down by 40 cents a litre. Oil prices hit an 8-month high and have been hovering around $104 a barrel. Morafe Tabane has more.
The main factor driving the oil price lower is the fact that the United States economy is not growing as rapidly as people had been hoping. Chief economist at Econometrics, Azar Jamin, says if oil prices go below the current levels, motorists could see a significant reduction.
It's still early days and a lot could happen. The rand could strengthen further, the oil price could decrease further, in which case the decrease in the petrol price could be even bigger.
Meanwhile, deepening recession in parts of Europe, tepid expansion in the United States and slower than expected growth in emerging economies have all curbed oil consumption this year. Morafe Tabane, SABC News, Johannesburg.
Catch the latest news on the hour on SABC radio stations and on Newsbreak Option 1.